InFocus, an American company, has introduced two new smartphones, M350 and M530, falling under the category of budget smartphones recently in the market. And today we have got the M350 smartphone to review. Overall, the smartphone looks good, has a nice design that perfectly fits in hand. However, it needs a very long road to travel before it does some magic with sales figures. Hey guys, I am your host Shipra from PC Tablet. Let's get started. Before we jump on the complete review and talk about what's good and bad in this device, let's first discuss what we have in this smartphone and how it has been designed. Powering this smartphone, it's a 1.5 GHz quad-core MediaTek processor with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of internal storage, with an option of expansion using microSD card of up to 32 GB. It has a 5-inch 294 ppi capacitive HD touch display with a screen resolution of 720 by 1280 pixels. The touch is very responsive and no lag while operating. On the front and rear side, there are two 8MP snappers having autofocus capability. On the connectivity front, the device is a dual SIM smartphone with 4G LTE support in SIM 1 and 2G support in SIM 2. It also has Bluetooth 4.1, dual band Wi-Fi with hotspot support, and micro USB 2.0 with OTG support. Under the hood, it has proximity, accelerometer, ambient light, and gyroscope sensors, and it features a 2500 mAh battery. On the software part, it runs on Android 444, which is something that dates back in the old age. The smartphone has a metallic chrome finish bezel and a very handy curved design with round edges and a thin removable plastic cover on the back having the company's logo in focus in the middle. The 8MP BSI sensor rear camera encased in metal housing with a noise cancellation secondary mic and LED flash placed on the top, and the speaker grill is placed at the bottom of the back. On the front, it has the 5-inch HD display with no physical capacitive buttons and an 8MP front-facing camera on the top right corner just above the screen and near to voice speaker. The proximity sensor and LED notification light is placed on the other side of the speaker, and at the bottom you can see company's branding again with the primary microphone placed just on the tip of the phone's face. Standard audio jack to connect earphone is available on the top, whereas the micro USB port has been placed at the bottom of the phone, and the power key on the right side of the bezel and volume rocker is on the left. The company should have considered locating both power key and volume rocker on the same side of the phone. Being a 5-inch display phone, it's quite handy and fits perfectly in hand. Now let's discuss few notable features of the smartphone in detail. InFocus M350 features two 8MP rear and front snappers with some rarely seen features in the front camera. Almost no other smartphone in this price range provides 8MP BSI sensors front-facing camera with autofocus and 720p video recording at 60 fps functionality. The rear camera is also an 8MP BSI sensor with f2.2 aperture and has been coupled with a single LED flash. The camera can record 1080p videos at 30 fps and 720p videos at 60 fps. It also comes loaded with other features such as live picture, panorama mode, geotagging, touch focus, face detection, and digital image stabilization. These are few sample pictures we have clicked using the rear 8MP camera. We have already reviewed some other smartphones in this and above category, but it seems to crush the benchmark testing scores obtained by the devices coming for a price tag similar to it. Geekbench gave it a total score of 719, while NT2 benchmarking app ranked it with a score of 22767. The results surpassed the score of Motorola Moto X first generation, which was powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 Pro. The gaming performance of this device is remarkable. While reviewing, we tried running some games including Asphalt 8, Airborne and Modern Air Combat 3D. All went smooth, giving a rich gaming experience to the user. The phone features a non-removable 2500 mAh battery, which is capable enough to take you through the entire day on a single full charge. Apart from that, we were able to see a quick drain while doing some computing intensive tasks and playing some intensive battery games such as Clash of Clans. It's pretty typical with any smartphone in the present market. It also features a power saving mode that allows to control certain phone functions to help in conserving remaining charge for basic necessary tasks only. Guess what is the bad side of the smartphone? The software it is running on. The outdated Android 444 KitKat put its competitor ahead in line. Almost a year ago, Google introduced Android 5.0, and majority of the companies today has introduced it in their smartphones. However, InFocus wants to make the customer realize that they are still sticking in the same old mud. This phone features few extra yet very helpful options in the setting menu, such as Auto Start Manager that allows you to manage which app to auto start. Another option is Default App Configure, which let you to handle all the customizations you have to make to your phone very easily. Dual SIM management, gesture motions, and scheduled power on and off are few more to name. There is nothing much to discuss about the software part in this phone, as it is pretty much basic Android only. To make it easier for you to decide whether to buy it or not, let's talk about few pros and cons of the phone. Starting with the pros, the curvy design helps the smartphone provide a better grip while operating with one hand. The performance of M350 is great as it handles most of the compute-intense tasks easily. Speakers also performed well with the sound rating lying in the acceptable region. The 5.0-inch screen is good to watch HD movies or to play games. The 2500 mAh battery can take you throughout the day under normal usage without any issues. The 8-megapixel front-facing camera performs exceptionally well with the autofocus. For this price point, no other competitor provides such a nice front-facing camera. The 8-megapixel rear camera can capture good quality images and full HD videos. And these were the few noticeable good things about the phone. Now, few things that turned us down and which InFocus should consider fixing in its coming phone. The plastic back cover is very thin and look like if it has been made out of cheap plastic. Removing the back cover gives you a new level of pain and makes too much of noise too. While most of the rival smartphones have Android 5.0 out of the box or available as an OTA update, InFocus M350 is still running Android 444 KitKat. InFocus M350 is priced for Rs 7,999 and available exclusively online on Snapdeal, and is one of the cheapest yet good 4G LTE phone available in the market right now. Like all other devices, InFocus has again proved to have an extraordinary smartphone for the targeted price range. Even though the brand is not that famous, but still has the specifications no other smartphone can come close to. Except few cons, this smartphone is good to go for a majority of purposes. That's it from our side. If you still have any query about the phone, you can ask us in comment section and we would be happy to answer them. The full detailed review of the phone is now available on our website too. The link is available in the description below. We'll be soon covering more reviews. Till then, bye bye and have a nice time.